Death be not proud.
Let's start with the big man on the horse. That's your wizard, correct?
Yep. Well, it's a demonic man at the moment, but he's a sorcerer lord, mark of chaos undivided, level 4, has a lore familiar, spell familiar, favor of the gods, and he's using demonology.
All right, and then you got a guy on a dragon,
Yeah.
which is the bane of my existence today.
So he's full plate, shield, mark of Nurgle, ogre blade, paymaster's coin, 2 favors of the gods, and enchanting aura, so that you get that always strikes last against him.
Toughness 6, I assume.
Yep.
Ouch.
Toughness 6, 10 wounds, terror.
10 wounds? Oh, God, okay.
Yeah.
So this will probably solo my entire army by himself. Over here, you got 3 chariots of corn. Is that it? Ah. And then these guys, dragon ogres with great weapons.
Yep, and the Shartak upgrade.
The Shartak, okay. And then I hate these guys, so we're just going to skip them and pretend they're not in your list. Weapon skill 4 chaff. Just handed out to you like candy, yet I don't have weapon skill 4 biggins in my army. Fuck you, GW. And then these guys are the Forsaken.
Yep, block of 23 Forsaken, Forsaken by Slanesh, so they've got that Swift Stride.
Okay, fair enough. We'll go over to Goblins. So we're going to start on my extreme left with 5 Goblin Hoppers, boing, and then we got El Gigante. You got a unit of 30 Night Goblins with 2 big bosses who have great weapons in there. This unit has nets and 2 fanatics. Same over here, except for this one's carrying my Lord. This guy's cut off a dwarf head, and my custom battle standard bearer. And there you go. He's got a great weapon. No further upgrades. It's just light armor. So he's basically naked. He's a free points pickup for the Chaos Lord, obviously. 2 units of 13 squigs with 4 handlers. This was going to be originally a unit of 18, but I figured I wanted the level 4 upgrade, and that's what I removed. The fungus wine from him and these 2 slots here to give him his level 4, and that's a level 4 shaman, of course, in a unit of 20 archers, and another unit of hoppers, mangler squig this time, and then another level 4 with lore familiar. This guy's got the big staff. That's how you know he's in charge, like the Donhoven he is. Same loadout, 20 archers, and every unit has 2 fanatics. So I'm going to be facing off against Chaos today, and we'll see what comes. Let's get to deployment. So, yeah, we got that guy right over there, Mr. Solo Leveler himself on the extreme left of my army. Chariots, dogs, standard pattern of guys going into the big forest, big guys, the buffest guys, the dragon ogres, Forsaken, 2 chariots, another unit of chaff, and then the wizard. I got a wizard here with the archers, another wizard over there with the archers, so I think I've got okay coverage. And then I've got my hero unit in the center. I do have 12 inches with the bubble, and I got an immune to psychology element on both sides with the squigs there. Giant's kind of in the center because I have a feeling he'll need to put in some work sooner rather than later. And then I just don't like that and how fast that's going to come up on me, so I'm going to have to eat it up. Nobody wants to eat it. So not a very big command phase, just a Steed of Shadows, got those guys up, fly 12, and then a, what was that one called?
Demonic Vigor.
Gave them +1 movement, they came in. Do they take any difficult terrain tests for that one? They did march.
Do you take difficult terrain on march?
I believe so, but we'll check that in a minute. And then movement over there, he stayed just out of the 18 potential charge range of these guys. I don't blame them. They can be quite nasty. And then over there on my extreme flank, I'm not really worried about the 30-point guys over there because I myself am also weapon skill 4. So there's that. There's something to be proud of right there. And then it's going to go into his shooting phase, and he has some magic. So, good news for the Night Goblins. We did get, until the start of our next turn, the for both units, the Evil Sun Shining, and that's command range. So I got a lot of armor piercing facing down this Chaos. because you get to add the range with the horde ability. And so we did move back, and then we did look to see at that. And I'm basically daring as Chaos Warhounds to charge my little guys, the Oinger Boingers. Here they come. You better watch out. They're gonna do heroic things this battle. I love Squig Hop. Who could not play Night Goblins and not bring Squig Hoppers? Am I right?
That's
Can
right.
I get a what Squig Hop Hop? There you go. Squig Hop Bop Pop. There we go. And so nothing else in the command phase. We moved up as such. I'm going to start the shooting phase, and that will do there. So for magic, I did 1 whopping wound with Vindictive Glare, which is okay. That's still something. And then we got a vortex out. The vortex over here in front of the Dragon Ogres did fail. And then let's see here. We got a. We also got a. What do you call it? A shooting phase this time. So we're going to shoot goblin bows in there onto them. And that's a lot because we're on a hill, and I'll take it. Ooh, got a lot of good 6s. And I don't. That's only in close combat, right? Your mark? The reroll?
Oh, that's a Mark and Nurgle over there, and yeah, it's only close combat.
It's only in close combat. So we got some good hits there. 2 rerolls. Okay, for 1 more, and then your toughness 4, correct?
Toughness 4, yep.
With 5+ armor save?
5+ armor save and 5+ force.
Okay, I don't even know why I bothered then. 2, sir. 2, 5. 2, 6. Yep, because it's -1.
Nope. And 2 5s.
Got 1. Which is more than we could say for anything else. And then I got greedy. I was going for 1 chariot with the Vindictive Glare. We get to roll all that again at the dogs because they're in range, but I should double check to see how many. Time for some revenge, you motherfuckers. Suck on that. All of it. 5 wounds, no armor on those Chaos Hounds. We shot them down like dogs, which is going to free up these guys to take the flank of his army. Now it goes into Chaos too. Come and get me, you bastards. So he's starting off with Demonic Vigor on those guys, and they're going to fly. Oh, and I have a chance to dispel this because I'm within 18 inches, correct? Mm-hmm. So I might as well try that right now, and I think this is where I wanted to probably free up some points for the Dispel Scroll because I don't think I got the juice. I don't have the juice. So you're going to fly, correct?
Nah, Demonic Vigor is +1 movement, toughness, and initiative.
+1 movement, toughness, and initiative. All right.
On that unit. And then we are going to attempt to throw, let's see, are we within 12? I don't think so. Nope. So I cannot throw out Gathering Darkness on you, so that's it for my...
Command phase?
Yep.
All right, so before we enter movement, had a big command phase. That vortex actually moved, bounced through him, did a wound. He made saves like a boss there. I saw 4 4+ saves come up, a 4, a 5, and a 6, and a single lonely one got through. And then he's got some charges to declare. What are your charges?
Well, I think we're in charge range, so I'm going to have to, yep. So that's going to declare, well... We're going to declare charge on the giant.
Okay.
These guys are going to declare charge on that unit. Well, first we got to do the Fanatics movement.
Oh, you declare your charges and move charges, and then that's the next thing.
Is it?
Yeah, it's compulsory, I believe so. I have a 6th sense about dice rolls, don't I?
Uh-huh.
How many times have I said roll a 1, you roll the 1, and then I said it'll be double 6s on this charge. There you go. Go ahead, roll your next charge, see what happens to these guys. These guys are going to fail miserably. You're going to roll double 1s maybe.
Well, they got Swift Stride too.
Oh, they got Swift Stride too. There you go, 2. What do you got?
They're fine.
They're fine. All right. So they're going to come through on my Night Goblins there. They are going to soak up those hits. And do those guys die, or do they pounce through the unit?
They bounce through the unit,
okay.
And my unit takes a hit from each of the Night Goblins.
It takes a hit from each of the Night Goblins. Okay. So we'll move that. And then the chariot there, 2d6. These are heavy chariots.
Yep.
So that one's into the same unit?
Yep, because that is 12.
Okay.
And then this into...
Ah, shit. You're making every charge now except for the one over there.
Dragon.
Dragon.
Oh, we got to do these ones too.
You make that naturally.
Oh, yep. Dragon. 8 plus, so that's 18. I think that's a fail. Yeah. I needed just one more.
19-inch charge. Goddamn.
Yeah.
All right. So you move forward 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So those guys are coming out. All right.
All right.
All right. So this is what it looks like after Fanatics have moved. I thought about this Fanatic right here moving through. But I kind of have to devastate this unit's numbers a little bit, and this is my only chance to do it. Because that's got all his what do you call it, banners, basically, that I can capture. And then I thought about this guy, and I said I better do something to him because I might not be able to do anything to him at all. So basically I've got 5d6 in a cup right here for that. And so let's take a look, see what kind of damage I do. And of course I rolled like garbage. Complete garbage. Okay, I should have given that cup a shake. So what is that? That's 10, 11. See what we get. And one more for good luck. Now we're going to give this a shake. Force. Ah, that was not as bad as I thought it would be. You have 3 wounds on you, sir. And see, even then, Fanatics can fail.
5 up boards. Ooh, 2 die.
2 die. All right. Oh, one more. Oh, you did take 3. Yep. And then the chariot saith for 6, which maybe I should hand roll these. And the chariot's getting taken out. 5 wounds.
Yep, and they're AP
3.
So it takes them out. Their armor 3, so 6 ups.
6 ups. And you have been rolling some of those.
See? Come on, chariot. 1! He's still alive!
On 5 wounds?
Oh, there's 5 wounds?
Yep.
Yep.
Gotta take 1 more.
He's toughness 5.
Yeah, but there's look at all those 4s, 5s, and 6s there. I only missed. Oh,
yes.
Fuck you. Fuck you. All right. Fair enough. Okay. So the Shartak and the Dragon Ogres are attacking me. They need 3s. Even though we netted them, it just takes them down to a 2. And they hit with everything except for 1. You have got to be bleeping kidding me. Ouch.
So, 2s.
Okay. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 guys are dead. Well, that's not good for me. I guess I'll swing back with my great weapons and then the champion because everybody's wiped out in the front rank. I don't even get a 6+ ward save for that. Yeah, so 4 hits, and then we need 2s because you're a Dragon Ogre as well. 3 wounds, sir. 1 is Armor Bane for the Great Weapon special rule. So that'll be no save, right?
Well,
it's Armor Bane 2 with the Great Weapon, and then it's -2, correct?
Oh, because you have Evil Sunshine and give you the...
Oh, we get a reroll natural 1, so I'll just reroll that. Okay, we got an extra wound through on you. So these 2 are not Armor Bane, yeah. It's an additional... Yeah.
Yep, so I'll take the 1 wound from the Armor Bane one. And then
these ones are at -3.
-3, so...
So this one has no armor, yep.
Yep. There are armor 3s and 6s. Ah, that's a dead Dragon Ogre.
Got 1 dead Dragon Ogre, alright. That won't be stomping me.
Oh, yeah, stomps.
But hold on, I got a champion now.
Yep, okay.
I just figured I'd do him separately. There's no point for initiative order here. Okay, so we got 1 hit. For sure, and let's see if we wound you on a 5. We do -1.
4. Nope, that'll be a wound.
Be a wound. So we're up 5 to 8.
All right, and stompy stomps. Strength -1 because of the nets, right?
Right.
So 4. So 3.
3. No AP, correct?
No AP.
All right. Let's see if we can make some Magic Goblin Shield saves, which we make 1 of, so we lose 2. So we've lost 10 to my 5. All right. On 3s, -1 to strength for the big unit here.
Oh, I forgot to check their mutation. Rampant mutation to...
You got a load screen. You're going to have to go without. It's a dead zone in here. That's right.
Razor Talons, I'm AP2.
AP2. Not that will matter.
Yeah, so...
Okay, so those are really good hits. I don't think I'm going to last against this. And then you need 4s to wound me.
4s, strength 3.
Mm-hmm.
Toughness 3?
Toughness 3. Not that weak. Oh, screw you, man.
So
And these are AP
1, 2,
too.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep.
There's 6 and 8. All right.
All right, and then we've got the 4 halberd attacks. These are weapon skill 5,
this isn't
so they'll
looking
hit
good.
you on 2s, right?
Right.
4 hits. 2s.
Well, finally a little fucking luck. I'll take that.
2 at AP 1.
Okay. So I have lost a shit ton of goblins. That's almost 20. I am not standing against this here.
And my horses.
Oh.
Nothing.
Okay, fine. All right, so we'll go with my lord, see if he's got anything in his tank, which he did. What's your weapons? Oh yeah, I'm higher than
Weapon
you.
skill 4.
Okay,
If you're
so
attacking the...
I got to attack the unit. It's the only thing that's up there that can. And then 2s.
Toughness is 5.
And that's minus 3 AP, but you're not getting any. You just go to your ward save on that because of you were only. It's plus 2 to strength, but I've still got the spell up.
So 3.
Yeah.
1, 2. 2 guys die.
2 guys died, not enough. And then this guy, he's going to attack your chariot.
All right, weapon skill 5.
2 hits.
Toughness 5.
1. These are at, this one's at minus 4. This one's at minus 3.
Well, he's dead. He takes the wound. I guess I need to roll to see if it takes 2. Yep, so 2 wounds. So.
And so we got the chariot at least. You have a banner in that unit, right? Oh, they don't have
There's
command.
no banner, but you
There's
don't
no
get any
command.
ranks because the first charge from the chariot smacking you.
I wiped it out, though. All right. I don't get any rank bonuses. I'll need a fucking miracle. Over there, let's see what happens.
All right.
I am weapon skill 4 here, though.
All right.
I think. Well, that didn't go well for me at all. So he ended up all overrunning me. We lost my general's unit. I had 2 chances on a 7 to pass, and I didn't make it. I rolled a 10 each time. So, fuck it. Let's see what we get for my turn 3.
Slapping Mega Rewards program. Member slapping? Oh, it's easy. If you sign up right now, I'll get up and slap you in the face with my dick.
So I don't get a lot of chances to do competitive battle reports at all. This was in preparation for a tournament. I think it was the 3rd tournament back in summer where I had switched from Black Orcs to trying an all-night goblin list. And, there's some things I noticed, and then I want to do a public service announcement for most people who do play orcs and goblins and everything like that. If you are relying on your fanatics, don't. That's why I never max out on fanatics. I can take 2 per unit, so that's 8 fanatics. But you saw just how shitty I did with 3d6. I got 11 and 3 wounds, and he saved one of those wounds. It can really go south for you, and if you're counting on gambling in your tournament lists, always expect to lose the gamble. Always expect to lose that gamble. If your gambles always work for you in the event of a tournament, like fuck you, you go under the lucky rather than good category. And that's a whole subject matter in and of itself of just like, oh, I got lucky. Oh, I got lucky. And there's a lot of examples of that, throughout the ages. There's just that one guy who just like lucky rather than good. Like he rolls the dice and it always turns out in his favor. Okay. So yeah, if you're statistically thinking that should not have happened, I got 11 on 3d6. Now I did need 4s. I should have gotten more 4s. I should have gotten like 5 or 6. If I had taken out 5 or 6 of those guys, that would have helped me out just a little bit in my favor, would have eliminated some ranks, which didn't happen. That's what I was hoping would happen, that I eliminated some of his ranks. So yeah, if you're counting on the gamble working every single time, just remember that you're playing a dice game. And I always do that. And plus, I do have up to... I think I have like 13 Fanatic models total. I just never max out on Fanatics because let's talk about the meta where I live. Every single tournament, you have way too many new players for me to give a damn about. When I show up to a tournament, there's going to be 2 other competent players that might beat me. That's about it. I'm the third competent player. Everybody else is a noob. Like at one tournament, there was a guy kind of had a shake, and he was suffering from Parkinson's disease. And so, like, if I beat that guy, I don't really consider that a win, especially when you are cognitively suffering. So, and then there's the guy who shows up, and this is his third game of fantasy of all time. You know, he's that fucking new. I don't consider that to be a win. So I themed a list for Night Goblins using all Night Goblin elements. The Squig Hoppers, they're there. I don't normally say that they're necessarily competitive, except for they're a visual flair. The squigs themselves, the squig herds, yes, they can be good, but I haven't been having any luck with them. Which would lead me to the third and final choice. Why didn't I take 2 more units of Night Goblins with 2 more Fanatics? That's kind of a dick move, in my opinion. With another boss apiece and a great weapon. In my opinion, that's called being heavy-handed on one side. It's like, it pushes a button for me like bringing 4 war machines in a game or something like that. You just don't really need that much firepower. Especially if you tactically know what you're doing the entire time. If you're one of the 3 players, you know, that come to a tournament that are somewhat competent, that are old, that I consider to be old sweat gamers, you just don't need it. Couple of things that I do like, you know, for the Chaos Army, the Dragon Ogres. Dragon Ogres, you got to at least bring 1 unit of those guys with great weapons. They're at about just under 200 points. Those guys are, they're pretty top notch. I would always suggest bringing at least 1 unit of Dragon Ogres. And the other thing for Night Goblins especially is Evil Sun Shining. Now, I had that up, and that gets me thinking for some other tactics. Like, it makes the Goblin Archers themselves viable. So I was on the hill, I was firing 12 shots, and I was actually downing guys. You know, if I can kill toughness 4 guys, especially put wounds on chariots and everything, or notch off a couple of wounds on a dragon because of that, that actually helps. Because you can move, and you don't take the penalty for moving, so I'm only taking a penalty for long range. I get to re-roll 1s, which means I'm going to hit something, and any 6s are at a -1, which means I might get a little bit of damage to stick. I'm not banking on that, but it does come in handy against knights, and it will come in handy against a little bit of heavy infantry. You know, that's the difference between killing just 1 Black Orc or 1 Chaos Warrior to 2 Chaos Warriors, or maybe even getting 3. Now, I should have ranked up my big unit 5 models wide. Now, I had an argument one time with some people about this, and I want you to put it in the comments below, which is why this is on YouTube and not Rumble, because I'm not going to get a lot of discourse on Rumble yet, but this battle report is available on Rumble, so I suggest you go over there and watch that, not to mention some of the other Conquest Last Argument of the Kings content that got released out there that's not being released on YouTube. Now, if I have a formation, all right, that is 5 by 6. That is not marching column. I am not wider. I am not longer than I am wide. And I'm going to make the argument that if I was longer than I was wide, I would be 4 by 8. 4 by 8 would be a marching column for 30 guys. Because on 190, it says regular infantry ranks up. So the ranks up in 5. 5 ranks per model. And if you look at the diagram over there on 101, they're 4 wide for marching column and the diagram is regular infantry. I don't know if I'm stretching with this. It's just that I know that if I was 5 wide, I'm 1 wider, which doesn't really put me in marching column because it says I rank up in 5. So I would say that a 5 by, now filling this up, yeah, maybe you can argue that that is marching column right there, because this holds 50. That would be marching column. I wish they would put an FAQ in that and just say you got to be 4 wide, which would clear up a thing. And that's one of the glitches in the game. You know, because if I had because I don't want to present a smaller frontage of 6, which means I have to get another one of these
that only hold 30, and it's got to be 6 wide, which is bullshit, by the way, because I need the generals unit. And losing the generals unit the way I did, again, not statistically probable. I can roll 2d6 on the Google right now, which I'm going to do, you know, and I got a 6. Out the door, I got a 6. Let's re-roll it. Let's say I failed it. That's an 11. Okay, so that's the first roll out of the gate. You know, that's a good chance on an average of 2d6. You got a lot of ways to make 7. And losing the generals unit really took a hurt there. And the Fanatic's not doing anything, really taking it back there. Now I know at this point I have to play for points, and I have to figure out a way to kind of regain this ground and everything. Because not only did he get to overrun, he overran all the way into another unit, which was like 10 inches away. So, you know, I mean, again, that goes under the lucky rather than good category. But that is the one thing that shakes me up there is the marching column rule. I'm going to call bullshit on that. You should be able to rank up 5 wide by 6, and that's not marching column. The only way I would be longer is 4 by 8. That's it. I would be 4 by 8 in marching column with a unit of 30 guys. If I go off of what that diagram says. So, yeah, not being heavy-handed with the Fanatics. Does that hurt me? Not necessarily, but losing that squig unit and not doing anything with it, that does hurt. So, it might, you know, I might want to try a squig hopper with a squig hopper, 2 squig hopper heroes instead of the second unit of squigs. I might be able to get away with that, but they would have to be really cheap heroes, and I don't know about their survivability on that one. But they do get a decent ward save, so they might be able to protect against fireball, being toughness 4 and everything. So let's get into the turns 3 and 4, and we'll see what comes.
Rolled like shit with the night goblins again. Couple of them died. We did take care of the chariot. I decided not to stay engaged with the chariot by there, but that is good because I do have a guy out of combat, but I don't think we'll survive here at all. So don't have nets. We're just going to have to take it on the chin and lose a wizard. I'm going to my movements now. Basically, I'm going to see about getting the giant to finish off these guys. And then I moved back out of charge range, put those guys up there into the chariot. Did 1 wound, and one up there died. So now we're officially in shooting, which I don't have any because I am facing the wrong way for everything. And I can't cast any magic. Oh, I can cast a magic vortex, which I think I will.
Do the random attacks. And the count is charging, so +1s, D3 +1.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. So
4, 8.
Roll 20 of them, and then just
10.
I'll calculate the difference because these guys don't even have a champion up front.
Was it 10?
20.
Those are
24
3 + 4. Yeah, 22.
22.
22 attacks.
So he's got 22 attacks. I don't think we don't even have a net, so he's just going to rip into this unit here, unless I get a miracle. But he's been rolling pretty steadfast. When I didn't get him with 5d6, I wasn't going to get him at all. I needed numbers up into the 20s to get him with him being 4s to wound.
20.
That looks like it's more than 22, but okay.
Oh.
I know it's 22. I saw
Is
you
it?
count.
I was like, wait, did I go
It just looks like a lot. Yeah, it's 22.
Oh, that's actually 21.
Well, what's that dice doing? Yeah.
All right.
Aha! I caught you.
Got you. I was going to cheat. All right.
All right.
Weapon skill 4.
Yeah.
So 3s.
3s. I'm only counting a couple misses. All right.
All right. And
Your AP2 this time again?
killing blow.
Oh, okay.
I think they're AP1 naturally. Yeah, they're AP1 naturally.
That's okay. I don't have any armor.
All right. 3s.
Mm-hmm. How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 are dead. I don't have a champion. I can throw the wizard at you, which I will. Hits once. Does you for 1 -1.
6 up and 5 up. We're fine.
Oh, fuck you. All right. You could have at least given me one more. All right. So how many we lose?
2, 3, 4, 5.
12?
12? 13?
13. All right. So there's still some of us there. We do not outnumber you after losing 13. That's a run. And that's only 6, so they're dead. Yeah, quit rolling 10s and 11s for your fucking overrun moves. Dick wagon.
Off the board?
No. It's weapon skill 5, but I still get to go first. We did good over here. We actually got the reform. He did not get the reform. That means I got a turn to get these guys out of the way unless he can do something to them. And then that's about it. Oh, I should put out my number 1 spell out there that I put on them because it's still out. But let's go over here and finish off this combat here. And we, of course, we're rolling like shit. What is it with me rolling like shit lately? 1 wound. -1.
4 up. He's good.
All right, we did absolutely jack shit. Okay. Which isn't good because we have a look at all those attacks we had.
All right, 4 tanks back. 3s. And strength 5.
Strength 5.
Strength 5, AP 1.
Okay, so 3 are dead. Horsies.
Horsies.
Nothing. All right, nothing from horsies. So I lost 3. I have a rank, and that's about it. So lose by 2.
I'm close order. Does that matter?
We are leadership 6. Okay, I'll take it because we are not outnumbered, and so we go back 2 inches, correct?
Yep. Well, you lost by 1, yeah. I think you fall back in good order.
All right. And then that's it. It goes into your turn 3. Ouch. So after movement, it looks like this for charges and everything. I'm all out of tricks. Fanatics have gone wild. He's doing the summoning on there. Not a big command phase for him. He's already a magic missile. What's the strength?
4.
4? Oh, okay. So they're dead. But is it any AP?
AP 1.
Okay. I'll take my 6+ saves. How many?
Let's see.
I paid for shields and...
Are you strength? Are you toughness 3 or 4?
We're toughness 3.
Okay, so
5?
5.
Oh, we made 2 saves, but we're still dead. All right. You laid down the squig hoppers. All right. That's
Moral victory.
moral victory there. And then we have a fight. Do I have 2 inches because I pushed you back?
Yeah.
All right. So yay, I can.
My hounds are going before anybody.
Oh well, that's gay. Okay, what do you got with your hounds? I'm gonna net your hounds.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Which I do.
All right.
Your weapon skill for POS hounds that need to die.
So.
Oh my God! Was the hounds are the bane of my existence.
5s.
Hounds have destroyed
Nothing.
goblin play.
Nothing from the hound.
Oh God! It's just them being the fact that they get to be weapon skill 4 burns my ass, and that's my biggest gripe. Like I don't give a shit. I already know all the other stuff is like impossibly tough. It's just that your chaff is 30 points a fucking win, and you're like I need 4 units of these guys.
Dude, but I can't find any. I need more hounds.
Oh man. Just buy some Reaper guys. They have some Hellhounds.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
And the metal Hellhounds look actually really cool. All right, so you have a Chaos Dragon guy.
Yeah. Well, do we want to finish up that combat?
Oh yeah, we are in the middle of this combat. Yeah, so you already swung. All right, boys, we got 2 side attacks with goblins onto the side there. What do we got? Nothing. Wow, thank you guys. And then he's only got 1 wound. Huh.
No,
he's only taken
3
one. He's only
wounds.
taken one is one thing. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, we'll swing my great weapons at his. We'll swing 1 round of great weapons at him. Might as well. Okay, not too good. Others into the hounds because we want the free combat res. Don't give me a 1. Of course, I kill 1 hound. And then we got the champion, dude. And that's it. Champion and 2 dudes. Yep. 5 6s. 1, sir. No AP.
3 up. We're good.
Oh, you're good. All right. Think this is where I lose it. Yep.
4 attacks. 3s. twos.
1.
Nothing. Nothing from that. And then stomps. 2.
Save 1. So we lose 2. And you are not enough to disrupt me now. I will take that. So I have 2 ranks. You did 2 wounds. I did a wound. So I beat you, and I have a banner, and you have a flank. I beat you by 1.
All right. Leadership on
The Dragon Ogre.
Dragon Ogre. He's leadership 8.
I needed a 7, correct?
Yep. So he's gonna be fleeing.
All right, I'll try to chase after
Let's see
him.
what the hounds. They're gonna be below 5. Nope. So they're also gonna flee.
All right, fair enough. And then they are dead. So I'm just going to make you roll it off camera to see if I get anything to go wild. I miscast on the vortex. What is a 3?
3 is center a 5-inch blast template of the wizard. Every model, friend or foe, whose base lies underneath, risks being hit and suffer a single strength 10 hit with AP 4. So anybody completely covered takes a strength 10 hit. Anybody partial, 4+, they'll take a strength 10.
Okay, so you got 1 partial out of there, which is on a 4+. Of course. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 goblins. You want to roll that up for me now? I'll do my wizard, who is also wounded. And then my giant is also not wounded. Hell yeah.
So let's see.
So
9.
no vortex, and the spell doesn't cast. All right.
8.
8 goblins die. Was you covered by that? Because I wouldn't mind having you dead. No, of course not. You get off scot-free, little fanatic. There's one guy who he moved up. He's trying to help. All right, and so that's how my magic phase movement looked like this. I was trying to get out of there. We did Vindictive Blare the last Dragon Ogre off, so I will get those points. We double charged here, so we'll get to that combat in a second here. So I need 2 strength 6 with the Mangler Squig impact hits. We got 5. Hey, we did it! Die, motherfuckers.
3 drop.
3 drop. I will take 3. All right, now we got D6 attacks coming in for 3, needing 3s to hit you because we lowered your weapon skill by 1. And we also have Evil Sun Shiny, so it'll be -4. But you have ward save,
Ward
yeah.
save, huh?
And it doesn't matter. It's all on your ward save. So needing 3s. There we go. And then these are killing blow as well. 4, sir. -4. Just take your 3, sir. 3. Yeah, you can count. I can't.
3 drop.
3 drop. Now this is how we had to kill a unit here. And then we can go off before the giant comes down on you. And then goes to the giant. Let's see what the giant does. Oh yeah, 1 is good. 1 is jump.
Headbutt. You target a lone enemy and you headbutt him.
That's it? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just kill my 1 guy. He's dead.
5 upward.
Gay. How many? Oh, well, you're wounded, but that's how many wounds does it do?
Well, I'm not wounded. I made the ward save.
Oh, yeah, you're not wounded. Giant dropped the ball there. Good thing I gave him a buddy to do all the damage.
See what my mutation is? 3. It is AP2.
You have 3, and the rest are all supports.
Alright, so the 3... that is going to be 1, 2, 4 attacks from those, and then
2 supports.
2 supports. Okay. We'll just throw... See, I have to have the 2 on the...
1 will have to go against the... 1 can go, but, you know...
Are they both toughness 6?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's T5, but I'm... We'll try to throw it on the giant.
Try to throw it all on the giant. He needs 4s. Got 2. 6s.
Nothing.
All right. So the giant's going to stomp now. Revenge. I'm a giant. Oh, fuck you, motherfucker. 3, sir.
5 ups. 1 dice.
Okay. And then the, what do you call it? Mangler Squig for 1. Nothing. Okay, well, guys, we killed how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's gotta be enough to outdo you. We got a flank, so that's 8. Did you do anything to us?
Nope.
All right.
All right, we're gonna declare stubborn and hopefully don't flee off the board.
Okay.
5 inches. I think that's gonna take that back feller.
Oh,
off
but
the
we
board.
outnumber you.
Yeah, but I'm stubborn.
Oh, you get a stubborn? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you just fall back in good order 2 inches.
No, it's you flee, or it's you fall back in good order.
2 inches. You back off 2 inches, yeah.
That's given.
So, yeah, it was a 5d6. I was wrong. I thought it was a move back 2 inches in good order. But you do roll the 2d6, which he did, and one guy fell off the table. That means they're all like a barrel of monkeys in the old toy that you get them. They all go off. They hold hands and they leave. Giant failed restraint and went off the table, which is good. It's one less thing that can come and get me for a minute. So it's going into his turn. What are you going to rally?
Let's see.
That's a 0 rally. He's going to continue running.
He's running 9 more inches.
You have to swift stride that shit.
He does not have Swiss stride.
What? On a horse?
He's a demonic mount.
Oh, demonic mount.
I don't think he's got Swiss stride.
Okay, he's got swift stride. Yeah, get off this table.
You're like, get the fuck out. I don't care. Demonic mount. Doesn't. Oh, it does have Swiss stride. 6 more. Is he off?
Booga, booga, booga. Yeah, your high rolls are taking their toll on you.
He's up here.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, and then what else you got here? Rally those guys.
rally
They
the
cannot
house.
use the general's leadership. I will take that.
They rally.
Well, of course, because they're the best fucking unit in your army.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking hate chaos hounds. They suck Donkey Kong dong. Here's weapon skill 4. This ought to make them good. Weren't the big ones supposed to get that stat? No,
Yeah.
not at all. All right. I'll try to redirect.
Well, okay, well, leadership test. 10, he fails.
Okay.
So, yeah, he just,
Go 6 inches.
so, he's just, na.
We ran onto one of our fanatics. I rolled 5 1s out of 10 hits. That's right. That's how clutch I come in with my dice rolls.
This will go.
Oh, bring it. Bring it.
And we'll-
That's right. You better run. You mess with me, you mess with the mangler. That's right.
And these guys will also move.
Oh, go away.
Ah!
Go away.
All right, compulsory move for your.
Lost another rank to my own fanatic, and that's where the turn ends. It goes to me, 4. That stupid champion's still alive. They're only going to rally on Snake Eyes, which really sucks for me. Giant came back. I am just out of the sight arc from where I walked back on. Yeah. And we did that. So we put out our vortex here to kind of discourage him from coming over here and getting my last unit. We got the Mangler Squig. What's he got? He's got 5 impact hits, needing threes. I cannot roll that, but we got 3 minus 3 on ya.
That's 6 ups. 2 wounds.
2 wounds, and then let's see here. We got D6 attacks for the gob, so that's going to need 4s. For 1, does another one. Minus 2.
1 more wound.
And then it's your go back.
Alright. 4 halberds. Weapon skill 5. Mm-hmm. You're what, 4?
Mm-hmm.
So 2 hits. Strength 5. Nothing.
All right.
And then-
D3 stomps from my guy, but you still have horsies.
Got my horsies.
Oh, a
What?
horse hits after the whole game here. Nothing. So I've got 3 stomps on you, and we did nothing. Oh, strength 6, but your toughness 5. All right, so I did 3 wounds.
Alright.
Running. It will gobble you up. Yes, finally a decent roll. I'll take it. So we made the charge onto the giant, 19-inch charge. Fucking again, almost every single swift stride roll he's made has been above a 4, and that one was a 6, which is like fucking killing me. All right, roll up. You're going to use the Paymaster's coin.
Yes, we are.
So, all right, what do you got? You got 5 attacks with your guy who gets to use that.
Yep. Weapon skill 7.
Okay, so you need 3s.
All right.
What's your strength?
Strength is strength plus 2, so strength 7.
Okay.
So, all wound.
Yeah,
And
I'm not taking out a giant. No.
AP a billion. Do you have a ward or regens?
No.
Okay. So
I just took that, so.
You take 9
D3? These are D3s?
D3 wounds.
Okay, fuck you. Let's see what I get on. I'm not getting timber. It's done. All right. So that was the fight there for 5, and looking like a chaos victory because he's got 1,000 points on that. I was hoping to stay out of that guy's arc, but yeah, just couldn't swing it. It looked like I was, but I wasn't.
And he will
flies off the table. Okay, on an 11. All right. I guess I have my last turn to rally these guys, which they don't. They continue running, and then I guess I could move up and try for a Vindictive Glare. So he would have come back on, couldn't do anything, and that would have been his 6. There would have been some magic, and they didn't rally. I did do a Vindictive Glare, see if I could have gotten him, but I'm done. It's over. It's 1 o'clock. We're cool. 1,000 points in Chaos, guys.
937.
937 to like 100, basically. I've got 160 in him. He's like 95. You know, it's clear. You know, did you need to bring that guy? You know what I was.
He did shit except kill the giant.
I mean, he didn't do shit except kill the giant, which was BS. I didn't even win on timber. You couldn't even give me timber. You.
All right. I also realized that I had the wrong game Chiron above me, and it still said Conquest on the photo there. So I've corrected that since then. I wasn't paying attention when I was editing this video, and I thought about redoing that part, and I'm like, no, hell no. I don't have that kind of time. So, you know, I thought I did a little better when I actually played the game, but looking at this, I kind of got picked apart. Again, the Fanatics doing absolutely nothing to the big unit of Forsaken. Just that really hurt. And then having to tank that charge from the Chariot and the Forsaken, that also hurt. The Fanatics not doing 2d6 when they die, that does kind of suck. That would have helped me out. It would have given me some more d6s, and maybe I would have done something. But when they're buffed up to toughness 5, it really does suck. And then you know, having no way to mount a level 4 Night Goblin Shaman and throw him out there to get better range on his Dispel, that really helps me. Now, I've already stated this in other games. Creaky Gamers really did give a good critique. All of the successful armies in every single game all have this in common at tournaments. Level 4 and a dragon. You know, how would I answer fighting the dragon that's just going to come up on my flanks? Well, one, if I don't get first turn, I get 2 turns of that thing not being there and setting up for its second turn. So let's say if I go first, I can prepare for the dragon, or I can move away from it a little bit and then make it have to fly in for a for sure charge. But that thing coming down the flank, there's just really no way I can deal with it. Now, if I'm able to buff up my archers and shoot at it, I still have to wound the thing on 6s, which isn't going to be probable that I do anything to it with a 2+ armor save or 3+ or whatever the hell it gets. So the only other thing that I have is to lower its toughness, shoot it with get it into a close combat, and decline a challenge and force it to take a great weapon shot. You're not really going to do anything to that with a Night Goblin army. You have to lower its toughness and hit it with arrows, or hit it with a Fanatic. Now, I did hit it with a Fanatic finally, and it did absolutely nothing. Bunch of 1s. Again, if you're expecting on winning a gamble, just expect that you're going to lose. So there's that. So there are other elements like monsters that you can bring for this army. One thing that I would change seeing this army again, because I want to bring the Night Goblins out for at least one more tournament, is the... I don't think I necessarily need the other Mangler. I think I need 2 Giants. The Manglers are good, but having the 2 Giants to defend the flanks is good, but the only problem I run into with that is that I have nothing that can screen flyers away from my Giants. That's another problem I've got. And then I have nothing that gets me into the backfield. So, you know, maybe a mixed match of bringing the Night Goblin Squig Hoppers, maybe 3 units of those guys, 6 strong, and then 2 Night Goblin characters on Squigs as well, putting out 5 cannon targets themselves, and then jumping around. That would actually help me out a little bit more, especially if I'm getting out there, because they're a little bit harder to shoot. You got that open order working for you, and you can get up into people's business and maybe pick off the level 4 wizard, which is something that I need to do. I almost did it. I put 3 wounds on him. I wish I had finished off the level 4 wizard. I would have felt a little bit better if I had gotten him. It would have saved me on points, because I think that's like a 300-point wizard on the demonic mount with his items and everything. Again, for the Night Goblins, a mandatory thing for me is a double for level 4 wizards. Gotta have level 4 wizards, and I think I've got to bring the spell scrolls so I can so if I do have range, I could be like, no, shutting that spell down for this turn so that you don't get toughness 5 with demonic vigor. Gotta shut that down. And then maybe even a power scroll so that if I can get off a spell like Itchy Nuisance, I can actually make that work for me. You know, it's like, okay, here's another D6 to throw that out there. All right, hell yeah. Got that spell off. You didn't stop it. So double level 4 there. But 2 Giants, you know, that is a little points heavy, you know. I mean, having the extra 2 Mangler Squigs, that does go the other direction. I kind of go back and forth on that, but I think bringing the extra chaff in terms of having the minimum 15 Squig Hoppers and the 2 Squig Hopper bosses, that might help out a lot, because that presents a lot of presenting targets to gun lines weakens the gun line. That's something I learned a long time ago in the days of 7th edition playing Bretonnia. Well, it's like, oh, you brought a gun line list for dwarves. You have what do you call it? I think they had a restriction back then. Don't quote me on that in 7th edition, but well, thank God I brought 10 cannon targets. When I play Bretonnia, I would have my 3 units of Pegasus Knights, a unit of Mounted Yeomen, a unit of 5 Errant Knights. You know, that's 5 cannon targets right there, not to mention my bigger units that might go out and do something. You know, so it was like, okay, I'm going to be up on your business turn 2. I'm going to charge you, and then I'm going to hit your war machines and make them go away. And there would be the characters on Pegasi. That was a long time ago, but I've noticed in this edition it's a lot harder to do the flying circus. But having 5 magic missile targets, cannon targets, that does hurt. But one thing I got to do is I got to figure out a way to force up far enough in order to make my level 4s shut down other people's magic. Because if I can't do that, you know, their buffs are going to go off and their magic missiles are going to go off, and I'll have no defense whatsoever. So that's the tricky game there, because then you're also dealing with the random movement. But that's not why you're bringing the Squig Hoppers. You're bringing them as a target. That's all they are. They're just a chaff target. All right. If they get into something and mess something up, they earn their points. But what I don't know what they are off the top of my head. I can check that. So just a unit of 5 Squig Hoppers is a 71 point unit. That's a 71 point unit with cavalry spears, and it's 76 if you give them light armor, which I think that's a really stupid number in my opinion. Just make it 75. That's another gripe I have, is things not being multiples of 5. But let's see if I were to kit out a big boss on Cave Squig. We'll take away his great weapon real quick. And we'll just mount him with a spear. And give him a shield. And the Cave Squig, I believe, adds 1 wound and an armor point. All right, Armored Hide 1. So you go to having a 4+. That's a 62 point character right there. That's not terrible. Especially seeing as how you're going to get... How many attacks out of the cave, Squig? You're going to get 3 attacks out of the cave, Squig, plus D3 impact hits. And that's what you need. And the impact hits and the hero and that working together should be enough to overwhelm most chaff units. And then having the extra wound, that does go a long way. A 3-wound hero, that does go a long way. Then that's one of the things that's turning me on to the Bretonnian Paladin is the extra wound. If he's on a Royal Pegasus, he gets a couple extra wounds there. And then you can give him the locket so he never takes multiple wounds, which gives him some survivability, even though he is not an attack character. But if he is by himself, you can bring the War Banner, you can make him the Battle Standard Bearer, and then you can give him the Virtue of Duty, as long as he's by himself, which really sucks. You should be able to run that in a unit. That will give him +3 there. He'll have a banner. No, he'll just have the War Banner. That'll give him +3 to his combat resolution, which is why you throw him into the mix, especially with Pegasus Knights. That's just an additional +3, but he can't join a unit of Pegasus Knights, which really sucks. So just going back there, I think that an all Night Goblin list can work. It's just that you will have your weaknesses against the dragon. You will have your weaknesses against certain kinds of monster mash. Now, slower monster mash, you can deal with that piecemeal. Oh, there's a Tomb Scorpion. Well, I'm going to lower its toughness and I'm going to shoot it with arrows. Okay, I can actually do that. I have 2 level 4s to ensure that I can do that. All right, that actually helps as stuff comes into you piecemeal because undead have a variable of different speeds. Well, the Necrosphinx can fly. All right. The Bone Dragon can fly, but he's really more of a support character. The Bone Giant, well, he can only move 6 inches at a time unless you move him with magic. Because nothing in the Tomb King's army can march. The Tomb Scorpion can be hidden underneath the sands. I don't know if it can be underneath. I think they can be underneath my side of the table. They just have to be X amount of inches away. But I can box that out very effectively. I think I'd have to double check that. I'm not really studied up, which is one of the stresses that I have for playing Old World. Is that I study, play the tournament, then forget about the game because there isn't really a casual circuit out there for me that's available for me to go out to and play a game where I'm not playing somebody else's tournament list at a constant. And again, I said that if in order for new people to play the game, they really do have to have that kind of environment where there's maybe you have a couple of experienced players, but they're not playing optimized lists, and you make it fun for the noob to come every Friday or something to basically try new things against the experienced guy. Oh, and then it's like, oh, you finally got me. You finally learned, and it's repetition. A lot of this game is repetition. So another bane of my existence are those Chaos Warhounds being weapon skill 4. And having to face down 3 Chaos Chariots, that's an absolute inevitability. Now, Chaos are pretty much probably they're probably the single most popular faction, in my opinion, because they got a lot of good point-and-click elements. They got a lot of good solid units, solid infantry. Everything that you bring across the board for Chaos is solid. You're going to get something out of it. You know, you bring your 5 Knights of Corn, you run into somebody, you do some wounds, then you have a protracted combat. Maybe you lose your Knights of Corn, but look, your dragon's finally caught up, and he's basically wrecking face. Now, in terms of what else should I do for characters for Night Goblins, I think I've hit it on the spot. You got to have a general in a unit. Your general has absolutely got to be in a unit, and I think you have to run that unit wider. No more than 6 wide. You don't want to be presenting too big a frontage against the enemy. And then again, those 2 guys with great weapons, they're inside a unit with 2 fanatics. I think you bump that up to 30 guys because they have since nerfed fanatics. In order to get 2 fanatics, you have to have 20 Night Goblins. In order to get 3 fanatics, you have to have 30 Night Goblins. Maybe bump that up to 30 so you won't be able... Yeah, bump it up to 30 and bring a 32-man unit so that you can have the 3 fanatics. And then, I almost wager that that's probably the best route to go, is to duplicate that unit. Because that's not that bad. So we'll take away his Great Cave Squig. We'll just put him back on foot. Give him back his great weapon. He goes back to being a 39-point character. So 39 times 4, that's 156 points for your 4 characters. You go back down here. You got your 30-man Night Goblin squad with netters and boss, full command, and 3 fanatics is only 202. So you got 2 30-man... Oh. 2. So that would be 560 points to repeat that, which I think is... I think I should do that. I should endeavor to do that. Bring the 4 Night Goblin heroes with nothing but great weapons and light armor in their own separate units with 3 fanatics apiece at 560. I think that's way better, because if you have one of those on each wing where your boss is, where your general is, he can be in a bunker. You can put your general in a bunker and spend nothing on him. You will be better off with the 2 Night Goblins with great weapons up front, swinging all the time. Hell, I would wager, I would even up that to 40 maybe, and that way you have some cushion there, and put a 3rd character in there. But this also detracts from your wizards, and I already set the mandatory amount of Night Goblin Shamans that you need at 2 level 4s. So you have a lot of leeway there. Me personally, as a Night Goblin player, Greenskins or Night Goblins being probably my most favorite faction. I've got to find that balance for myself, and that's something I have not arrived to yet. Anyway, this was a really good game. I'm sorry I didn't get this out sooner. Again, just going over my summer and everything and coming into fall here. This is my last loose end right here. 5 of these guys. I'm basing these today, actually. And going to put the sticky goop on their bases, let them dry, paint their bases, highlight their bases, put the grass on. That'll be done by the end of the day. And then I have basically a Conquest banner guy that I'm working on slowly. I was working on that while editing last night, but just seeing how much time having the Bretonians out sapped from my content creation, that just really sucked, because I was down here. It seemed like I was down here all the time working, and whenever I'd shift away from the Bretonian project because I got burnt out on it, I would I'm going to paint 20 Black Orcs for my Black Orc army really quick. Oh, I painted 23 guys to make my Black Orc army work 100% completely, and I think I don't remember if I did another chariot or not. I think I did. I think I converted up another chariot and put another Black Orc. Yeah, I did. So 22 guys in a chariot, and I did that within 2 weekends. I did all that within 3 weekends. All of that shit was done. All of that shit was done, and I had the army that I felt that I needed to have. And then, again, I still didn't get any rock lobbers. That's one thing, So I have some loose ends on Orcs and Goblins. I'm going to be after I play another tournament with my Night Goblins, I'm going to switch over to see if I can do a nomadic Wa. And then, just there's that. But yeah, just having all those projects, damn, that just that sapped me for every ounce of strength that it was worth, So, and Leon T 66, shout out to him. He also had a lot of trouble with his Bretonians and getting them in the field and everything. One thing I will say is that I think it made me a better painter. Made me a way better painter than I was to go back and revisit something difficult like that, because now I'm just kind of hammering shit out, This is still a time-consuming project right here, one of these banners. I do like the banner pop on that, but that's a different story for a different day. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this battle report. Don't forget to check me out on Rumble, and if you're following me on Rumble, don't forget to share this video. That also helps in the Rumble algorithm. Don't forget to like and leave a comment on Rumble. One like on Rumble is worth at least 5 YouTube likes. If you're watching me on YouTube, well, I appreciate it. Don't forget to share this video as well. That also gives me an algorithmic boost in terms of YouTube not throttling. And one reason I haven't been posting as heavily is because it's an election year, and everybody gets throttled. Everybody gets throttled. Who even, if I make a joke about Haitians, eating pets, and how my cats are afraid to go outside because they might get Haitianed, you just get demoted in the algorithm automatically for that. I don't care. I've been doing one video, getting a subscriber every time on Rumble. So, at least that works. And that's really all I got to say there. If you want to contact me and take this discussion further, you can leave a comment on both Rumble and YouTube. I am pretty punctual about getting back to those. If you absolutely need to talk to me more, you can reach me on Instagram, link in the description for both Rumble and Instagram. I'm pretty good about getting back to my DMs and everything. And that'll be about it. In October, we will have the first videos of Monster Mash, so I don't know how many battle reports I'm going to release. I'm still going to be editing Conquest content and putting that out, but Monster Fest videos, I've got 2 of them made. I've got to get to 1 more. I think there was only going to be 3 this year. Nobody's begged me to do 4 for YouTube anyway. We're going to be watching some live videos on Rumble in October to bring in the Halloween season and everything. And then, in case I don't see you, keep playing, keep painting, and stay metal, my friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully sooner rather than later, because I wish I could play another game of Old World. Getting to play Old World is a treat. I will say that. But in case I don't see you, stay metal, my friends.
Going on.
I friggin' sold out. It's better to burn out than to fade away.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.